leaders, well, they're not leaders yet. So let's talk about our politicians, okay? I'm going to put up the first chart, which is Kamala. Kamala, will bring her up, okay? And let's see what we have for Miss Kamala. Now, for this week, I'm doing the weekly transits that's happening this week. Now, Venus, I got to do this fast, okay? Venus is going to trine Uranus, right? Is it her Uranus? No, it's just going to trine Uranus. Where is Venus? Venus isn't it? No, I know where Venus is. Oh, why is Venus going to trine Uranus? Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. I realized I had a brain fart. I was saying this was Venus. No, that is Mars. Venus in Virgo is going to trine Uranus in the sign Sagittarius. And when we have that, I think there's going to be positive support for Kamala in regards to America, in regards to home. Yeah, so and maybe it's going to be something hidden. We can't see it because this is the 12th house, things that she deems valuable. So, her private enemies could be supporting her, okay? Whatever it is, they're not going against her. It's positive. Now, Venus trining Uranus for her also could represent things that are secretive, things that we can't see, things that are hidden, and it's very positive already. I feel like it's giving her power. But maybe this is something with that social media where she keeps trying to get support from influencers, and that's going to work out for her and give her a lot more support. Okay, now that's what we have for. Did I press record? Okay, that's what we have now. Mercury is going to go direct in her third house, so speeches are going to be better for her. Maybe her self-image and her campaign, that's going to get better. It's sitting right on top of her Mars or pursuing, so this could be good or bad. So but it's going to be strong, so maybe she'll be more aggressive with her words, and maybe she'll have more clarity in trying to fight this fight. Or maybe it would be just the opposite, like because conjunctions are good and bad. So maybe it'll go the opposite, like too aggressive. That could be happening. I think it actually will be positive. Yeah, but positive announcements or negative announcements or doing too much announcement or aggressive announcements or positive speeches or aggressive speeches, or maybe someone's going to attack her with words. That could be happening. But it's going direct. Whatever it is going to be clear. It's going to be focused. It won't be rumors, especially when it get really direct in 9/11. But then it'll move into Virgo. Okay. Now Venus is going to oppose Neptune in a sign of Pisces, and this is all about her on stage. This is her career. This is her public image, and there's some deception here. There's some confusion here, some illusions. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier, where I'm saying it's not quite clear for her public image. I think people are confused, and I'm sure the people who want to vote for her just straight up are not confused. They're like, she's an I don't think they say African American woman anymore, but she's Black, she's Jamaican, she's Native American, whatever you want to say, whatever it is, whatever the reason is, I'm sure you're not confused on why you're voting for her. But what I'm saying is that there's an illusion for people who are probably on a fence, okay? A public perception image, there is some confusion there, or maybe it's over fantasized. That could be happening with the public. Her public image might be subject to illusions or misconceptions. Did I say that right? She could be perceived as either too perfect or hiding something. She's gotta fix that, because I feel like that's how it comes across anyway. But she could be having some challenges in her communication as far as her vision, what she wants the bigger picture to look like, what she wants her campaign to look like. Potential scandals or communications can happen with this. Emotionally sensitivity or being very vulnerable with some support could happen. Yeah. Now Venus is going to enter Libra, and when Venus enters Libra in that fifth house, I found that this is going to be positive for her. So this is just for a few days. Then it enters here, and very charismatic public image or presence. Okay, very creative campaign strategies could probably be happening. Maybe she's focused on the youth. Maybe she's focused on entertainment. Maybe she's focused on her true self-expression. I'm hoping that will happen more than anything. Enhance diplomatic and relationship building. maybe her and Tim Watts will be doing a lot of things here. Positive media attention, okay, and emphasis on creativity, connecting with the youth, leverage on charisma, building alliance stronger than ever, maximizing media presence. Now, the alliance doesn't have to just be with her VP, and it could be alliance or a partnership with someone else. Because I remember doing Trump, and I thought like he will release Tim Walz, but he actually gained more people in his campaign, and release some people from his campaign. So this could be happening because this Libra energy also represents teams, which I said earlier. Okay, so for her, it seems very positive. However, there is this an illusion happening for her, and this is the 27th. Today's the 26th. That's already happening. Okay, it's already happening. It's going to kind of separate. It gets direct on the 28th, and then it separates fully out around September 3rd. Okay, so that is what we have for Kamala. She's got to get herself, her campaign, the image of her campaign. It can't just be superficial. I think it's coming off superficial. This is my opinion. This is what the stars are also saying as well. Okay, so if you are voting for Kamala and you're like mad at me and you're like, no, I'm just telling you what the collective is seeing. Okay, I'm not saying that I personally think this. I do think that too, though. I think that she needs to have some hard hitting interviews. I think she needs to say some deep conversations. I don't think she should just meet with people who agree with her. I think she needs to meet with people who don't agree with her. You know, that's the one thing you can say about Trump, whether you want to vote for him or not. He definitely enters the building of things that are like, whoa, should you be going there? You know, just to be going to like that black caucus, and he was like, she's not black, and she's, I mean, the way he says black is like China black, you know, whatever. Anyway, but to enter those things and to talk to people who may not even agree with him, I mean, he's comfortable with that. Kamala is not comfortable with that. However, she is running for president, so she has to be in uncomfortable situations, and we need to see her be in those uncomfortable situations. And I'm not just talking about uncomfortable situations with like radio, like I don't know how to explain it, like Charlemagne. I don't know if you guys know him. Not everyone knows him, but I mean real people who talk about politics. That is what I would love. So let's talk about Donald Trump. Okay, so now we're in Trump's area in a life. Okay, Kamala pretty much just has the image, public image, and illusions got going on there. Other than that, very positive this week. Now Donald Trump, he has okay, we'll get into it. Venus is in his house of finances. Well, sorry, let's go back a little bit. Okay, Venus is going to be in his house of finances in a sign Virgo, and it's going to trine Uranus. And Uranus, where's his Uranus? Whenever I say Uranus, sometimes I feel like I'm saying, you know, Uranus. Okay, whatever. So immature to you. Okay, sextile, yeah, trine is going to trine. Ooh, in his business. Now this is the planet here that got him shot. Okay, just so you know, sitting on that Argyle, I think at 26 degrees. Now it's at 27 degrees. Anyway, but now it's trining his support, his finances, yeah, what he deems valuable. So this, he may be getting some unexpected money. He may be getting more money. He may be getting more support from social media or social influencers. They may want to support him. Innovative financial strategies, public image and reputation might be unexpectedly going for him. Attraction and unconventional supporters, people who don't normally support him may be supporting him. I think we're getting that already when it comes to Kennedy. And if that's the case, that is what this aspect is here. What else do we have? Value driven messages could be happening, potential for sudden shifts or positive shifts. Now, Venus opposing Neptune. So Venus is in this Neptune. This Neptune here makes me think of death here and the shooting and his secret enemies here. Yeah, because this is Saturn. Saturn is ruling his enemies here. Okay, but let's get here. Public enemies, but they're secretive. Okay, watch my video on who shot Trump. And I'll discuss that a little bit more. But then we have Neptune here, 29 degrees. It's a crucial degree. It's got an urgency here, okay, for everyone, for the collective. Now it's going to be opposing, which he should be feeling this already. his support. So he has this unexpected or this different support here, and now Venus, now he should be start feeling this opposing Neptune in Pisces. And also too, I just want to say that Neptune is squaring his sun. Okay. Illusions, secrets, power, money that he owes. It's not going with his ego and his drive. Okay. It's also squaring his moon because he was born on a full moon, an eclipse. And now it's also squaring that moon of emotions, his home, okay, where he feels safe, what he deems is safe. He normally feels safe when he's confident, and there's some illusion here, or there's some secrets or things that he can't quite see happening, or Illuminati, the occult. Got to throw that in there because that's what that means too. Okay. But yeah, so all that, and they're powerful, and it's challenging him. He's going through it, right? Because even that Mars aggression is on top of his sun as well too. So he's going through it. I don't think he's having the best month. Okay. But there's financial integrity versus idealism. Okay. What else do we have? Potential for financial misunderstandings could be happening here. Public perception and trust issues could be happening for him with his support and what he deems valuable. Managing emotional and financial boundaries. I feel like this aspect is going to be stronger for him than Kamala, because it's hitting more of his personal planets. Just so you know, what else do we have? Risk of scandals and deceptions, because this could be happening in regards to his support or his finances. That could be happening. Challenges in communication and perceptions. Opposing his Neptune in Libra as well. Neptune in Pisces is opposing his Neptune in Libra. Neptune in Pisces is opposing his Neptune in Libra. A lot of deception, a lot of secrets. Just know that a lot of confusion, maybe with shared resources. That could be a thing because the 8th house does represent shared resources as well. Yeah, so potential for maybe some spiritual growth too could be happening, especially with the energy of what happened here. Okay. Yeah, he has to focus on reality though. There's a lot of deceptions and secrets, and not very grounded energy. Okay, so now let's talk about when Venus enters Libra. For him, Venus enters Libra, and then that support sits on that Neptune, which causes more confusion, more secrets. How does Trump talk with his secrets? I don't know. I can't even do Trump, but I wish I did. But more secrets, more delusions in regards to his partnership. This could represent JD Vance. This could be some deception with the people on his team and his campaign. That could be happening as well. Okay. Could it be secretive? It could be kind of a mystery as well, because even the who shot him is a mystery still. And I think when these things clear up, we will probably be seeing what's going on. But when Venus enters his 3rd house, enhanced communication and being very diplomatic, building positive relationships and a positive team could be happening, even though we have the secrets here. So I don't see that kind of happening until it leaves Neptune, until Venus scurries on over here and it gets more optimistic. He could be having an effective campaign management, increased social engagement, leveraging media and public relationships, and focus on communication, engaging in communication. I mean, the guy likes to talk already, but the campaign I think would be bigger. It would be a stronger campaign. Utilizing media opportunities and building an alliance can be happening. However, until it gets leaving here, it ain't happening. Okay. Yeah. So that is what we have for Mr. Trump. That is what we have for our collective, not our collective, but that is what we have for Donald Trump. Okay. Our politics, our politicians. Okay. Come on, Danyell, get it together. Now, let me pull some cards on Kamala for this week and see what we have. I'm going to say these 3 here. And we have, okay, again, some illusions for her, some confusion. She has a lot of options and she can't just choose one. Okay. She started a new journey, or she's a fool. one or the other. She could be starting a new journey, and she could be expecting some unexpected things, or she could be a leader in who she is, and she's the first of the first here, right? But there's still some cloudy judgment here. There's a lot of options. There's illusions here, and she's confused. Okay. We have the three of machetes. This could represent heartbreak, something from her past, something that's revisiting from her past that is a heartbreak. Let me see if I can put this all together. Okay, so when I'm looking at the Seven of Cups right here, I'm saying that, this represents a lot of options, a lot of choices, a lot of dreams, maybe even possibilities. It could point to that she needs to make a decision, and there's a lot of decisions or a lot of choices she has, but warns against getting lost in the illusions or things that are very unrealistic or unrealistic expectations. And she needs to navigate her campaign and maybe see the various opportunities it has to offer, or maybe she's doing too many opportunities and she needs to stick to one option. I'm going to say it's that. I feel like she's distracted. I feel like the campaign is like, let's try to please everyone, and you can't. You just got to have the important message and focus on one thing. Avoid getting caught up in wishful thinking or chasing the multitude of all the support, and just focus on reducing. Is it like concentrate on just one focus instead of like all of it. Okay. And when I see the Fool, this is definitely new beginnings and taking risk and embarking on a new journey. I'm very optimistic, very Aries energy, like the first, and starting and being brave and courageous, and Uranus and expect the unexpected, right? But it also encourages to have faith and to have a leap of faith and to trust the process. And there is a path that's very uncertain. And this week with her campaign, maybe there's something that's going to start something new. There's going to be a fresh start. She might consider a bold move. She might be a part separated from her Trump. Okay, I was going to say other candidates, but really just Trump. Also suggests embrace this opportunity with confidence and a positive outlook. Remain mindful of potential pitfalls. Be aware that things could be very unexpected that's happening this week. Yeah, and that her decisions are well considered if she will probably be courageous and pack light and don't bring all that extra baggage with her. Now we have this little doom card here. This one is bigger. So she's definitely starting something new, or maybe she's separating herself from the pack and from Trump. But here with the Three of Swords, it's associated with heartbreak, disappointment, or maybe the difficult truth. Usually my favorite deck, one of my favorite decks has the Sankofa symbol, which I have tattooed here, and it's representing like something from the past or looking into the past or remember the past so you won't repeat it in your future. But it can signify emotional changes that she needs to confront some painful realities. Makes me think of that Pluto Venus conjunction, Uranus conjunction she has, but that could be happening in her fourth house regarding her past. But yeah, um, there's something with the campaign this week. Maybe there's a setback, maybe there's criticism, maybe there's difficult news happening, and it might impact her emotionally with her words or with clarity or some lies or the truth, whatever, back and forth. But something public image. Be aware of the challenges or difficult situations that she's going to have. The criticism, because the swords do represent the words, right? Maybe something from her support system or her campaign is going to have some internal conflicts within her campaign team, right? Three of Swords also suggests a tough week for her emotionally, with communications. I thought maybe the Mercury, when it goes direct in Leo, maybe there is be some clarity, and maybe we will find something, and it's going to cause some pain for her. That could be happening. Yeah, but that is what we have for her. Let's pull for Mr. Trump, shall we? Let's see what we have for him. I like the three cards. So let's pull three cards for Mr. Trump. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. We got some money. Okay, Trump's actually doesn't look too bad. Okay, he has the Two of Coins, he has the Queen of Pentacles, and he has the Page of Machetes. Now, the Two of Pentacles, here I was, I have to think and really think about this. I feel like this is like he's balancing something. There's a priority, or maybe he needs to prioritize something, or maybe he needs to be adaptable. Managing multiple priorities at one time could be happening. Juggling a lot of important responsibilities at the same time. Yeah, maybe he needs to find a balance and have an equilibrium. And maybe this week he needs to work on his time management, or his resources, or his finances. Maybe he's trying to get money and yet be true to himself. That could be happening. Maybe with fundraising, public appearance, or strategically planning something, and he has to find a balance between the two. The two pentacles encourage him to stay flexible and prioritize whatever the task is with maintaining his finances, or maybe avoiding some burnout. Could also be a suggestion of importance of being adaptable and changing his circumstances. Okay. Yeah. And then we have, again, finances. Two cards on the finances: the Queen of Pentacles on the finances, and this Two of Pentacles, right? And it's all about money for him. Or maybe there is something with his body and his health, but nurturing energy and being resourcefulness. Now, when you have the Queen, you are compassionate, you're soft, okay? You're nurturing with the finances. So a focus on stable and secure environment, often through careful planning and attention to detail. Maybe with this campaign, he needs to be very grounded. There's no fire here, so he's got to reduce the passion and focus on being grounded and nurturing with his resources financially, maybe with his physical body, maybe with things that are dealing with over time and longer, like planting a seed and doing focus on things more in the long term. The Queen of Pentacles also could highlight the importance of showing care and consideration for his team. His partnerships are strong, supportive foundation in his campaign. He might be focusing on his well-being, or maybe the campaign staff, or his finances, or his health. Yeah, and being very sufficient and being very detailed with his I kind of think this is money with the Venus, so I'm thinking there's a lot of support, and like he's trying to have two things, duality with that Neptune and the illusions. Like there's two sides, like a secret side and maybe the truth, that could be happening. Now, with the Page of Swords added onto this, now this is talk about the truth, right? The Page of Swords represents a curiosity, sharp intellect, clear communication, also maybe some new ideas, and readiness to engage in some intellectual challenges. It's slow but fast. Okay. It's like, oh, let me take my time, but let me hurry up at the same time. Communication is very key this week, especially with that Mercury going direct. So let's see what the things he's going to say. Let's see if he's going to be clear and concise and ready to tackle any debates or challenges that's coming his way. Is there a new message coming for Trump this week? Because this could be a new message when it comes to words and the news. The card also can encourage him to stay informed and to gather new information and be prepared to be more articulate or more clear or have some more ideas, especially when it comes to messages perceiving his public or the media or social media. The Page of Swords could also indicate the need to address any rumors or misinformation that we had with Mercury retrograding and being very swift and very fast. Okay. So when we put it all together, there needs to be a maintaining of the balance and being very figuring out what's the priority, or maybe being adaptable and doing both, and being practical and nurturing at the same time, and having clear communication. Okay. So that is what we have for our politics. Let me pull some cards for the collective.